welcome to 108 Gate. We're doing a reading today, just looking at the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine together, because it feels as though there's a lot of scattered energy, so just kind of wanting to bring it together and see what happens. So today we've got the sacral chakra tuning fork, and for those of you who prefer not to listen to it, you can mute it, and then when you see me then going for the cards, you'll know that that's finished. For those of you who do enjoy the tuning forks, here we go. So it'll be 3 chimes. Excellent. So, definite feeling of progress required, progress needed. Like I said yesterday, definitely want to check out the readings yesterday if you haven't, because the energies were so strong. I did end up doing a extended. A lot to think about, a lot to ponder, a lot to consider. Again, it is a general reading. If you're wanting a personal reading, it's 108gate@gmail.com. So the strength is not feeling on track. The strength is kind of waning a bit, because there's certain things that are coming up that need working on, which are significantly draining on some aspects of self. This is possibly not the most convenient thing to happen, because it feels like other things are ramping up, other things are needing attention and want to move forward. But the thing is, as we move forward, we kind of identify other areas of baggage that we can release now, we need to release now. So it's kind of bringing us back to a sense of peace. So just being gentle with self, being aware that yes, right now there may be certain things that feel a bit trying and testing. I will say that Uranus 19 degrees of Taurus at the moment, Jupiter 6 degrees of Taurus. As Jupiter is now getting closer and closer to meeting Uranus, this feeling of having to let things go and clearing out things and basically allowing for massive changes and shifts is going to increase. So Jupiter, yes, is benevolent, but at the same time it is an expansion of things. So if we're holding on to things, it's going to kind of expand that and highlight it, so that we can see, I need to let go of this now, I need to let go of that now. So being careful with how we're treating ourselves, being careful with how we're talking to ourselves, making sure we're really tuning in and listening to our needs. So peace, being calm, being it's upside down. So say goodbye to what we no longer need. I'm going to put that like that. That's upside down. It's coming upside down, flicked in my hand. So we're not that's amplifying and highlighting those things that we haven't let go of yet, that we're more resistant to let go of. So some things are like, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm bored with this, and I'll happily actually let this go, happily resign to saying goodbye to this. But there's certain aspects that are going to come up now, which are going to be kind of like the next level of emotional entanglement, the next level of emotional commitment that you've put in, and it's kind of, those things are getting more and more difficult to let go of, because there may have been more investment at some point, there may have been more meaning to that as investment and attachment at some point. So it's going to get more and more significant and trying as to what you are needing to let go of. So for the sake of still keeping the harmony and balance, we're going to have a masculine, feminine, and a masculine, feminine on each side of this, just to see what comes up, and try and keep that harmony moving. So we've got Six of Swords. We had a lot of Six of Swords yesterday. Again, it's that energy of you've got to kind of go away from that which troubles you and go towards that which is helping you and supporting you. So it's coming up in the masculine energy of when you're working on a project and it just isn't working, and you're trying to find a solution, trying to find a solution. The interesting part about this is it's not necessarily that it's going to disappear and go. It's a matter of trying to let go of the trying to fix it, trying to make it into something it's not. So I don't know why this thing is coming to me, but it's someone. I've heard someone say when you can't polish a turd, basically. So basically you can put glitter on it and you can hide it and that. So it's kind of like understanding that there's some things that you just got to let go of, but not everything is going to be with the approach of letting go of it for it to go. Some of it is letting go of it because you're just accepting it for what it is instead of trying to make it into something it's not. So for example, this is a very weird example, but it's coming in this way. So horse manure is repurposed and mixed in with hay, whatever else, and used then as a fertilizer. So it's not that you can't have it be presented as useful on its own, but it's going to be repurposed, and it's like then it can be used in a different capacity or in a different way. So it's something that's could be possibly that some things are going to come up to be eliminated, but there are other things that are coming up, and it's like, right, we're repurposing this. It doesn't function, it doesn't work in the way that it is, in the capacity that it is. But if we jig it around a little bit and utilize our senses and our sensibility to be resourceful and be smart about it, we can actually change this and make it useful in another way. So it's not necessarily getting rid of it entirely for everything, but it's repurposing. There's some things that will come up and they're going to be going and gone. So it's kind of like being discerning and understanding the process of being discerning and discernment to make sure you're keeping hold of the correct things and letting go of the correct things. So there you go. So Queen of Wands, emotionally, this is going to make you feel more empowered. It's going to make you feel clearer about which way you're heading, because instead of trying to, like, this feels like instead of banging your head against the wall and trying to get something to fit that doesn't fit, this changed perspective, this alteration that the divine masculine, your inner masculine energy is able to do and is prepared to start doing more so, is going to enable the Queen of Wands to be more proactive in emotions, because like it feels like there's a hang up, there's something that's delayed because you kind of just like, it isn't going to work that way. It just isn't going to work that way. So it will. I'm just going to try one more time. This time it's like, I'm not going to try it again in this way. Right, let's see if it works in this different way. If it doesn't work in this different way, I've got to let it go. And there's no shame in that. There's no problem with that. It's literally you being more decisive, you being more proactive. And sometimes, yes, it is a wasteful space we kind of reside in now, but at the same time there's sometimes you just gotta let go. Like there's nothing wrong with like I'm again today selling something on Vinted or something like that. I don't know the other ones in other countries. I only know Vinted, well I only know of Vinted, so to speak, because I use that one. But repurposing it as someone's rubbish, someone's what you're letting go of could be someone else's treasure, and it's like just simple things like it doesn't fit, or it's too small, it's too big, or just not your style anymore, whatever it is. I'm not saying just to clothes, it could be other things too. Just repurposing a charity shop, giving it to a charity shop, the immense amount of help you could be providing indirectly to someone else who can't otherwise have that, or they've been looking for it. And I know, as an example, when people are doing art projects and stuff for certain things, they don't want to be buying an item at the full price. It's like, well, we'll go to charity shop, just get the resources from there. It's just a fantastic way of actually doing our part to be more conscious of what we're doing, be more conscious of how we are discarding of things, and be more conscious of how we change and alter the way we approach things. So judgment, the judgment here, it feels as though it's coming in as a returning to self through the process of eliminating certain things, through the process of not wasting energy on something that's just not going to work. So allowing self to understand there's another way of doing things, there's another way we can approach things, and really, really feeling some peace in that, feeling some calm in that, feeling that we have given ourselves a permission to let go of some things that we don't need anymore. This is feeling more able to happen. So I'm going to turn that round, say goodbye to what you no longer need. It's being creative as well, getting into creativity, being conscious of when we leave. This is not a depressing thought, I'm just saying to bring it to context. When we leave this particular context of being, we might not be taking a lot of these things with us. I'm saying might because I don't know. Certain people have different requests to have certain things buried with them or cremated with them. I don't know why it's going to here, but it is kind of going to get a grip on or get a sense of the reality of it, get a sense of what do I really need, what do I really want, what do I really require, is this a healthy need, is this a indulgent need, how much is this indulgent good for me, how much is this indulgent not so healthy, how much can it be adjusted, maybe only half of what is indulged in, reducing it. I don't know, you all are different people, you all have different things that you do that please you, and you have to see it through. So it's a matter of you assessing if that's relevant or not, and if it is, utilising it to empower yourself. So the Eight of Wands coming in, a lot of again, like, it's supporting this Queen of Wands energy, communicating to self in a different way. You feel lighter and brighter because you're not carrying unnecessary things. Again, it's not just objects, it's also certain patterns, certain conditioning, certain aspects that you think you have to keep hold of, certain beliefs and certain ways of doing things because that's the way you've been taught to do it. And with that wand, we've got another judgment again coming in, that the more you let go of, the more you're releasing this from yourself, that the judgment is going to be in favour of you. You're going to be seeing that it's literally eliminating so much waste, and that's other waste too. So we then, sorry, Pooch is just welcoming someone into the room. So Knight of Wands, we have the momentum going forward, the momentum moving forward from heartbreak. So the judgment is coming in, this wants to move. So the heartbreak over here basically is if you have been holding on to certain things because the heartbreak was so intense, the heartbreak was so meaningful in ways that you kind of had to shut yourself off, you had to shut aspects of yourself off because you weren't able to move forward from that, then it's kind of a way of knowing that this heartbreak is going to shift and move, and this is also something you can be letting go of, resigning yourself to say let go of it, because the way it's coming in is as though it's coming. Well, we've mentioned this kind of heartbreak before, that if you stay in the heartbreak, it's easier to think that you're still honouring the memory of something, you're honouring the creativity of something, but the thing is, if you do that, it's going to be keeping you stuck. Okay, sorry about Pooch, he's just in a bit of a I need attention mode. So he's getting the attention, but just not from me. So he's not being abandoned or anything like that. 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups, there you go. So the strength and the courage that's needed for this, the strength is not upright at the moment. The strength and the courage that is needed for this is quite significant. So it's going to be easier to shy away from it than to go to it full steam ahead. So loving the fact that the Queen of Wands is over here and that the Knight of Wands is over here, kind of ushering you away from holding on to the heartbreak, kind of supporting your process of Six of Swords, leaving that pain alone, leaving that pain to be now diminished, leaving that pain to just kind of dissipate and alchemize into something else. So this process of saying goodbye to certain things, it sounds simple because of the words, but it's actually quite a difficult process because of the nature of the letting go and what you're letting go of. So here we have Six of Wands again. So we've got Six of Swords, Six of Wands. So this feeling of coming in with a victory, coming in with, as you let go of things, you are going to feel the benefit. You will feel the benefit. Sometimes it's going to be instantly, sometimes it's not going to be so instant, but the thing is that persistence to keep going with it, not to back down, not to back off, because at the end of the day, all of this is going to benefit in the Ten of Cups space. All of this is going to amplify the goodness and the richness and the pureness in the Ten of Cups space. We'll get one more for here, and then we'll do 3 tuning forks and close up. So King of Swords basically coming in with more clarity of Queen of Wands. Well done. It's like the stepping stones again. It's like informing the Queen of Wands of now put your foot here, informing the Queen of Wands of now let's do this. Queen of Wands, now we've got to go there. Queen of Wands, now do this. So really being receptive to receiving divine higher guidance, receptive to connecting with your higher self, receptive to being able to understand that some things are not going to be easy. It's going to be intense. I'm going to say that, and I don't want to say that, but I have to say that because the way Uranus and Jupiter are going to be coming up to aligning in, I think it's April. I think it's the first decan of April, first and middle decan of April. So it's not going to be just a short period either. So get ready for it. It will be okay. And like yesterday, more and more of the reading yesterday is seeming more and more significant. If you haven't watched the masculine, feminine and extended feminine reading yesterday, pinch of salt, but definitely go in and watch it because there's a lot there and it's seeming more and more relevant as I'm having flashbacks from that reading. So here we go. I think Poochie's going to sing and serenade you too, so that it is what it is. Here we go. It's for now. Peace and love.